Got some more tools trickling in. Set of, I got this Dewalt table. I don't know if you've seen it or not, but it has a lot of slots and holes in it, and it's for clamps. It's like a woodworking table. It folds up. It's made out of plastic. It has like a 500-pound capacity. It's very handy, and I got to set up and work outside and things. That table. I used to carry 2 of them. I gave one away to a guy that I used to work with in the motorhome factory when I left there for good. I gave him one of the tables. He liked it. He was a real wood guy. He was a master carpenter, real deal. And so anyway, gave that to him on my way out of the door, and I kept the other one, which I use, but I never had any clamps for it. And I was doing some middle work. I had to fabricate a part for a very old slide room system, and there was a broken part, and I knew that it was for like a 1996 motorhome. I was never going to get those parts, so I had to kind of make them, and so I had to go buy some square tubing and do it all on site and everything like that. So I found myself having a hard time trying to hold the middle with one hand and my grinder with the other. So with the sparks flying all over me, so I was like, I'm gonna buy some clamps. So the next time I run into that, I can use the clamps to hold the workpiece, and I can stand on the opposite side of the grinder and not get smacked with all the stuff in my face. So I got these Irwin quick grips. I've used these before, and I like those. And it's just light duty clamps. It's just for holding stuff down, like I said, on that table. I don't have to use them very much, but if I ever run into stuff like that again, or hold a piece of wood on the table, that I do run into, and cut it off, especially a shorter piece, I got those clamps. Then I ordered these, and we'll check these out. These are hopefully a solution for these, which these are my second or third pair of these. They wear out. Knipex, they make good stuff, and you can kind of look in my bag and see that, I have Knipex, all around, even in my pockets. I use their tools, and they make good tools. German manufacturer. They make them, a lot of the stuff in Germany. Yeah, even these made in Germany. And they have great manufacturing. These are not the best for professional everyday use. I find these to be lacking, and they wear out in the middle parts. So I don't know, I think these maybe $50, $60 for these. And they have a few different variants of their strippers. So I bought a much more expensive pair, and I'm hoping that equates to heavier duty. I know it can do heavier gauge wire. Like this one goes all the way up to 6 gauge, and they always have the stuff in metric. Yeah, it's still made in Germany. This one from 0.03 to 10 millimeter. And this other set can go a little smaller, and this is good on the small wire until you wear them out. This goes to 24 to 10 gauge to 6 millimeter. So 0.2. Well, actually, the other one's just smaller than 2 to 6 degrees. Well, this is 24. I wish they would put the standard on there. 24 to 10 gauge. These go all the way down to 6, up to 6 gauge. So, where is it? 8 to 32. So these all the way around, greater range. And yeah. the biggest 8 gauge down to 32. So that'd be like, you know, you're gonna run into that with your Romex on longer runs. If you got like a 100-foot run, you're running a 30 amp service, you're gonna have to use some 8.3 or 8.2 Romex. I always run the 4 conductor wire, which is called 3, because if they ever need to upgrade it to a 50 amp service, it's there and you don't have to rerun the wires. So it costs a little more, but it's worth it, especially if you're the one who has to do it. I always run if I'm running 10 for services, if I'm talking about, you know, main power service, I'm not gonna run 10.2, I'm gonna run 10.3, I'm not gonna run 8.2, I'm gonna run 8.3, so on and so forth. I always run with the extra conductor if it's gonna be for a 30 amp thing. So if they have to upgrade to a 50 amp service later, I already got it there. And even in some cases, when I'm doing some wiring, I'll run the extra one, so if a wire gets messed up, there's an extra conductor that hadn't been used that can replace a bad wire. So I always like to have an extra wire when I'm making long runs for stuff, especially if it's hard to run. So hopefully these will work out. You can see where they've changed some stuff up. So instead of having a plastic, and they have some other versions. These were like, I don't know, $150. You can look up the part number and see what you can get them for. So you can see here, we got a full metal, whereas before it was plastic. And here, now they have another pair that I was going to get to where it has like a concave, like a little semicircle in between the jaws to kind of make it shaped like the wire. But I said I'll try these. I'll see how long they hold up. I do a lot of electrical and I use these in a professional setting, so I'll see how they hold up. If they don't, be sure that I will tell you about them. But yeah, I would say skip these if you can afford to step up to one of their more robust pairs. I would just do that. These, you know, they work nice when they're brand new and you don't have any use on them, but the more and more you use them, and I'm talking about in less than a year's time, guys, in less than a year's time. I'm not talking about use them for 5 years. I'm talking about use them for 6 months, and you're gonna have some issues if you're using them in a professional setting. So I'll let you know how these work out. I'm gonna try these and see how these work out. But that's what I got. It's just a quick one. Catch you guys later. RV Tech Pro out.